Episode 11. The Trap of Hidden Peril in Binhai. The Binhai Military Sub-District Guest House. The sunlight, like a golden veil, gently spills down, enveloping everything in warmth and brilliance. Liu Jiafei quickly changes into the casual clothes Xia Bi brought. His movements are swift, his eyes filled with endless worry and longing for his wife, Lin Jian. After changing, he follows Xia Bi slowly out the front door, every step feeling somewhat heavy. His heart feels like a tangled mess. Images of Lin Jian flash repeatedly through his mind as he wonders,
where exactly is she? Is she safe?
Once we arrive, you'll find out,
Xia Bi says, with a mysterious smile playing on her lips. She starts the SUV and races toward the outskirts of the city. As the SUV navigates the winding road, the steering wheel seems to lose its grip. The vehicle drifts slowly to one side, a deviation that becomes increasingly pronounced as they drive. The SUV pulls up outside an abandoned factory. The surroundings are wide and empty, so silent that one could almost hear the air itself moving.
Lin Jian is here.
Liu Jiafei asks, filled with doubt. This factory looks like a corner forgotten by the world, silent, desolate, and hardly a place for someone to stay.
Go inside and see for yourself.
Xia Bi pushes the door open and steps out, her stride light yet certain, as she heads toward the factory. Liu Jiafei walks ahead cautiously. No sooner has his foot crossed the threshold than a sudden, loud clang erupts behind him. The heavy factory doors are being slammed shut. Startled, Liu Jiafei spins around, eyes wide, and shouts sternly,
what are you doing?
Liu Jiafei's gaze darts around, his heart tightening. From beside Xia Bi, a dozen armed figures emerge silently. Their faces are cold, radiating a murderous aura. They surround Liu Jiafei in a fan formation, trapping him in an invisible cage. The smile on Xia Bi's face vanishes completely. Her eyes grow sharp and icy, and her voice carries no warmth.
Liu Jiafei, you are under arrest.
Arrested? What crime have I committed?
Liu Jiafei asks in shock and rage, his eyes wide with disbelief.
You are a secret agent planted in the Dragon Nation by the Sakya Nation, serving as the section chief of the South China Confidential Office for their intelligence agency, codename North Snow. For years, you have been embedded within our military and police forces. Through disguise and cunning, you have stolen vast amounts of critical military and political intelligence, posing a severe threat to national security.
Xia Bi looks grim as she pulls a dossier from behind her and slams it hard against Liu Jiafei's chest. Her gaze cold as steel, she looks directly at the stunned Liu Jiafei and says with heavy emphasis,
The evidence is irrefutable. Confess your crimes.
At that moment, Liu Jiafei's eyes clear. The once disorganized thoughts in his mind snap together like pieces of a puzzle. Liu Jiafei sucks in a breath, a chill rising in his heart. It dawns on him, from the very beginning, this entire ordeal has been a meticulously laid trap. An impulse to resist surges through him. But just as he is about to move, he realizes they have already anticipated his intent and are ready to suppress him instantly. In an instant, several dark muzzles are aimed at his vitals. The cold sensation of metal seems to pierce his skin, pulling every nerve tight.
What is the real purpose of this elaborate scheme to capture me?
Liu Jiafei demands loudly.
Don't bother struggling. General Guan has issued clear orders. We are authorized to take you back for trial.
Xia Bi raises her hand in a signal. The armed men immediately step forward, skillfully binding Liu Jiafei with ropes. With his hands cuffed and flanked by two officers, Liu Jiafei is hauled, stumbling into a police vehicle. The door slams shut with a bang. That hits his heart like a sledgehammer. Liu Zhaifei sits in the car in a daze, staring blankly at the scenery rushing past. His heart feels filled with massive blocks of ice, leaving him chilled to the bone. He begins to realize that the hurried evacuation from Jinggang was merely jumping from one whirlpool into another treacherous conspiracy. As the vehicle travels along the city roads, the world outside flies past, as if time itself is slipping away on this endless journey. Finally, after a long drive, the vehicle comes to a stop in front of a military court. Inside the court, a solemn and grave atmosphere prevails. The presiding judge sits in the center, upright and majestic, like an immovable mountain. Flanking the judge, the jurors sit in formal posture. Their focused expressions add a layer of rigor and justice to the solemn proceedings. Escorted by bailiffs, Liu Zhaifei walks toward the defendant's dock, his head slightly bowed, his face reflecting fear and unease. Standing in the dock, he gazes blankly at the bench. The dignified judge reads the indictment with a grave expression, every word echoing through the hall.
The defendant, Tamura Shimbu, alias Liu Zhaifei, 30 years of age, has long been engaged in espionage and intelligence activities within the Dragon Nation. Utilizing his positions as captain of the Nightwolf team and head of criminal investigation in Jinggang, he acted as a spy for the Sakura Nation, using his authority to steal military and political information. A leak of this critical information has posed a severe threat to our national stability and significant harm to sovereign security and the peaceful lives of our citizens.
This is a total frame-up. I must see General Guan.
Liu Zhaifei shouts with uncontrollable rage, his face a mask of indignation and defiance. Shia Bai stands nearby like an ice sculpture radiating cold. Her eyes are like freezing stars, and her voice sounds as if it came from a cellar.
General Guan is on his way.
The moment her words fall, the courtroom doors are pushed open, and a soldier of upright stature enters with firm, steady strides. General Guan commands an air of natural authority. A cold, stern aura emanates from him, and the rank on his epaulets speaks to his distinguished status.
General Guan.
Liu Zhaifei recognizes him instantly upon closer look. In a flash, a wave of familiarity surges through him. The general's face is shrouded in frost, devoid of any emotional flicker. Only at the corner of his mouth hangs a faint, ghost-like smile, as if hiding an untold secret.
The facts of the defendant's crimes are proven by irrefutable evidence. This court hereby sentences the defendant to death, to be carried out immediately.
The judge strikes the gavel.
Frame-up. This is a complete and utter frame-up.
Liu Zhaifei roars with all his might, his face twisted in resentment. Liu Zhaifei twists his body in a desperate struggle. But the fierce guards pin him ruthlessly to the floor, rendering him unable to move. Looking at the icy, indifferent eyes of General Guan and Shia Bai, a chill spreads from the bottom of his heart, leaving him filled with helplessness and despair. Liu Zhaifei can't help but lament in his heart. Has his years of unwavering loyalty finally earned him nothing but this cruel end?